It's Madden NFL 23, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Cowboys on Monday night.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw is taken in by Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They fake the give. Now Mahomes looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Cowboys at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Draymond Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
No gain on the screen there in second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll go with Jones. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We're scoreless after 1. Here we go. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they go play action now. Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leo Chanel coming in hard there on the blitz, and it gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Burrow. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mahomes now on first down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Mahomes to throw once more. The left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Mahomes now on first down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tyler Conklin, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle to Smith.
Here we go.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. From the 40 now on second down. Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the...
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? What sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight? What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jones again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. On first down right back to Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Gibson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jones will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Now Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen.
Here we go.
I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Cedric Wilson, 54 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Falcons 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it over the middle and complete to Waddle. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the... They'll try and run for it with Jones. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.